Hey you guys, welcome back, or if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is April Monique, and in today's video I'm going to be putting on a full face of nothing over $5. So I found everything at the Dollar Tree, the 99-cent store, Dollar General, and I did find some of the products at CVS and Walmart. You can find some of these under $5 at your local store. So if you enjoy these types of videos, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, to subscribe to my channel. Now let's get into a full face of nothing over $5. Okay, we're gonna jump right into it because I totally did not know that my camera is gonna die. So let's just jump in. So first thing I'm gonna use is from Believe Beauty, and it's the Lock It In eyeshadow primer. I did get this at Dollar General, and I do believe it was under $4, I want to say. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this all over my eyelid. I'm gonna do one eye with you guys on camera, and then I'll do the other one off camera. So I don't know how much of this to use, but I'm just going to put it all over my eyelid. Now I keep on having to dip in to get product because not a lot of product comes right off the bat. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just get a brush and put that everywhere. Sorry if you could hear that airplane. And then I am going to set it. I always set my eyeshadow primer no matter what I'm using. Right now it does feel and look a little tacky, so I'm just going to set it. I'm going to use the powder that we're going to use a little bit later for the face. And it's also from Believe Beauty, and it's the Matte Blur Loose Powder in Translucent. Just looks like this. I have had this a while, but it's been a while since I've used it, so I'm going to use it today. For eyeshadows, I have two different eyeshadow palettes. They look like this. They do look kind of similar. Sorry if the lights are kind of washing it out, but this one, I have it in the shade Love Struck. Just looks like this. And then the other one I have in Nearly Nude, and it just looks like this. They kind of look similar, but not really. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just use both of them. So what I'm going to do first is, what do I want to do? I think, is this a matte color right here? Yes, it is. So I'm going to go ahead and take this first shade in the Love Struck palette. I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to throw it all in my crease with a nice big fluffy brush. If I can find one. Where's the brush I like to use? Is this it? Oh yeah. I'm going to take my 504 brush. Do I want to use that one, or do I want to go in with the dark one right away? No, we'll use that one first, and then we'll see what happens. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it and put it in the crease. They are a little powdery, but for $5, I don't mind. And right off the bat, I'm not getting too much pigment. Kind of just looks like my eyelid. Oh, actually, it's getting a little bit darker. But I don't know if it's a color that I like. On me, anyway. So I'm just going to blend this. Okay, so that first shade we put on, you could tell, kind of looks gray. I don't know if I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and use the same brush, and I'm going to tap into this color right here in the Nearly Nude, and I'm going to take this red and do the same thing that I did with the first shade, just because I'm not really feeling that color. So let's go ahead and pop this into the crease. Like I said, they are a little powdery, but that's okay. Okay, I'm back, and I do not like the way this look is looking so far. I did go in with that first shade from the first palette, and this one, the Love Struck, and I didn't like the way it looked. It was starting to look like patchy and muddy on my eyes, so I went ahead and I tried to fix it with this shade from the Nearly Nude, thinking I was going to go a little bit more reddish, and it didn't. It turned more brown, if anything. So I'm not loving that for me, but it does look blended out, so I'm just going to leave it. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take this shade right here, the sparkly shade from the Love Struck palette. It's this one right here, and I'm going to get a flat definer brush. I'm just going to go ahead and use this Morphe M421 brush. It just looks like this. I'm going to get that shade, and then once I have it on my brush, I'm just going to spray it with some setting spray and then pack it into my lids. Getting any pigment, I got to really dig my brush in there. Oh yeah, so now we're getting some like big chunky patches. But yeah, so far these eyeshadows aren't my favorite. Okay, I am back, and oh my goodness, that took me forever just to get some eyeshadow down. So far I don't like the eyeshadow primer. I just feel like I had to keep on going back in and out to get products, so I don't love that. And then the eyeshadow palettes, they are very powdery, and I had to really work to get the colors that I wanted. This shade right here got really patchy and just muddy on my eyelids, and then I tried to use this shade right here to put it in the center of my eyelid, and at first I used a wet brush, and it wasn't doing this. I had to go in with my finger, and I was just getting everywhere fallout. And then I tried to save it and top it to make it a little bit brighter with this shade on top of that, and I just feel like I didn't get what I wanted out of these palettes. I do have a primer now. This you could get at Dollar Tree. I've seen it at the 99-cent store, somewhere else. But anyways, I'm talking about the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. You can get some Wet n Wild products there. You could also, I've seen Maybelline there, and some other brands. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. I'm a little afraid to use this just because my face is super, ooh, and I put too much. My face is super dry right now. I'm gonna take a little bit of that off because I think that was way too much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in my face real quick. Hopefully it doesn't dry out my skin. And I forgot to mention, if I look like a red tomato, it's because over the weekend I went to my nephew's soccer games, and it was so freaking hot outside. I didn't expect it to be hot because the weekend before that, when we went, it was super cold and windy and rainy, and the weather just did like a 360. So that's why I'm looking red. Like, you could tell right there, like I got really sunburned, and then just on one side. So anyway, so yeah, that is what the primer looks like. I've tried this before. Just because my face is a little bit drier now, I really don't use matte primers, but if you are oily, I would recommend getting this. So it's just personal preference. Now for foundation, I'm gonna go in with this Believe Beauty Skin Finish foundation. I have mine in the shade Nude. Now this was my summertime shade, so I'm hoping it does match me right now. It might look a little dark, but we will see. I haven't used this for a while. It's been in my collection, but I remember really loving it, so hopefully I will still like it. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm going to just use a regular a sponge, and I'm just gonna use the e.l.f. Cookies and Dream sponge. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is under $5, so hopefully, I don't know, mine's just doing something weird at the bottom, but whatever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do, that's what one pump gave me, so I'm gonna go do 2 pumps. That's better. So I think you would need to do 2 pumps to get like a full pump, and hopefully, oh, this color will match me. Okay, cool. Actually, this might be my perfect shade. So I'm just gonna put this on everywhere. Okay, so this is what one side is looking like. I always look funny when I do one side. So you can tell, I don't know why it looks so white on my skin. I don't know, maybe because I'm really red right now. But in person, it doesn't look that white. So I don't know why it's looking like that on camera. But anyway, so this is what it looks like. It is medium to full coverage, so I really do like it. I don't know why it's looking so bad. Is it because my lights are too bright? I'm gonna turn them down, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side of my face, and I'll be right back. Okay, so my foundation is on, and I forgot how much I really love this foundation. It looks so nice on my skin. I try to fix the light. It looks a little bit better compared to earlier, but in person it does look good. It is medium to full coverage. You can build it up. It is clinging to my dry patches just a tiny bit, but it does not look bad whatsoever. So I need to pull this out and use it because I so far am liking that. So the next thing we're going to use is this Believe Beauty concealer. It's the Year Covered liquid concealer, and I got mine in the shade Biscuit, and it just looks like this. And then this is what the applicator looks like, just a flat. This looks a little bit too dark. The other shade that they had in store kind of looked too light, so that's why I went ahead and got this, but that's okay. Again, same thing with the eyeshadow primer. I keep on having to go back in to get product. So if that's something that bugs you, you might not like these applicators. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out with the same sponge we were using for the foundation. Oh my god, you guys, I was almost going to put powder on, but I forgot I wanted to put one of these cream blushes on. So I'm going to go ahead and use this color right here. It's more the nude color. This is the Believe Beauty Color Me Cream Blush in the shade Doll Face. Just looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of that on. I'm going to use this new Real Techniques 405. It's the Instapop Cheek Brush. It just looks like this. It has like a little angle to it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Let me open it. I've never tried this before, so I'm excited to try this. So I've never tried this. I haven't tried the eyeshadows. This is the first time today. And and then the eyeshadow primers. Oh, and the concealer. So those are all new products to me. So this is new. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to try it with this brush first, and then if I feel like it's too much, ooh, a little bit goes a long way. So I barely tapped my brush and I got that much product. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap a little bit. Oh yeah, like that's how much product I got. I'm going to tap a little bit of that off just because I don't want that much. And then I'm going to put a little bit on top of my cheekbones. Oh yeah, I am so glad I tapped that off because that would have been too much product. And then I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to get a side of the sponge and tap that as well, just because I don't want it sitting on top of my skin. Now this does not match my eyeshadow. This looks a little bit more cool tone and my eyeshadow looks more warm tone, but that's okay. We're going to top this with another powder blush. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to get any additional product to see how much. Yeah, so definitely I would recommend picking up just a little bit off of your brush and then dabbing the excess product on your hand, because that's a lot that came out. I am so glad I tapped some off because I would have been screwed. I'm going to put just a little bit on my nose. Not much came on my nose, but it's looking a little bit patchy, so I'm not going to really fuss with it too much. And then again, I'm gonna get my sponge. I'm gonna try to see if they have more colors that I would like. I'm not really a fan of this color, but it's not bad on my cheeks actually. If I had a different color eyeshadow, if it was more cool tone, it would go good. But yeah, so this is what it's looking like. So I really do like that blush. So far so good. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to powder my face, and like I said, I'm just going to use that Believe Beauty powder, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to use the sponge to do that. Okay, powder is on, and I'm really liking the way this powder looks. Like I said, I have used this powder. This was in my collection already. I like because it didn't take away from the blush. You could still see the cream blush that I put on. So I really do like that. It is clinging a little bit to my nose, like my dry patches there. But I'm not faulting the products. It's just me, my skin right now. So that looks really good. Now for bronzer, I am going to put this Believe Beauty Sunstruck Marbleized bronzer in the shade Sun-Kissed Honey. Just looks like this. They did have a couple of shades, but I couldn't decide on what shade to get, so I just went ahead and got this one. I believe this was the darkest shade. I could be wrong, but if it is, they need more, because that, I have a feeling, is going to be very light on my skin. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my Refer number 5 brush, the brush that I love to use for bronzer, and put this on my skin. It is a little bit powdery, but not as bad as the eyeshadows. So let's see how this looks. So yeah, it is a very, very light bronzer. Like, you could barely see it on my face. So I don't love that for me. It's giving some bronziness, but not a whole lot. And I don't want to build it. And it is looking a little... I don't want to... It's not glittery. It does have a like a luminosity to it, but nothing bad. But yeah, I feel like it's just not pigmented enough for me. I don't know if you could tell, but it's starting to look a little bit muddy on this side. I don't like that. And I don't know if it's my skin or if it's this, but I have a feeling it's this. Yeah, guys, I don't like this bronzer like I thought I was. Put a little bit on my nose. Okay, bronzer is on. Now it's time for blush, and I'm going to be using another e.l.f. product, and this is the Major Monochrome Matte and Shimmer Blush Duo in the shade Gallivanter. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. So it just looks like that. So I've never tried this before, so I haven't opened it. Let me open it right now. And it does have one side shimmer, one side matte. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to keep my brush on this side, but maybe mix a little bit of the shimmer. Let me see, what is my brush? Oh, it can get mainly the matte. So I'm going to take mainly the matte side and see. Again, a little powdery. Yeah, so I definitely got some of the shimmer. You could see shimmer on my face, but I am not mad at it. I'm actually liking that blush. You could kind of see that I have, yeah, you could tell I have luminosity right there. So I do like this blush. I'm just going to go ahead and do both. Do the other side. Oh, that is pretty. Okay, so I do like the blush a lot, actually. Oh, thank gosh. I'm just gonna put whatever's left on the brush on my nose. Ooh, that looks nice. I like that. Okay, so far I really do like the blush. Now real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean my eyebrows up just a little bit. Actually, no. Let's put on this first. So I'm going to go ahead and put this another e.l.f. Beauty. It's the Illuminating Glow Trio in the shade On Cloud 9. Never tried this one before, so I'm just going to go ahead and try it today. It has 3 different colors. I think what I'm going to do is I could get away with all 3, so I'm just going to put my brush in all 3 of them. And for that, I'm going to use my Anastasia 823 brush, and I'm just going to do both back and forth like this. And then we'll do this side. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so this, oh yeah, you could tell. Look at that. Ooh, I like this highlighter trio. Ooh, I like that a lot. And I didn't even have to wet my brush, and it looks like it's not sitting on my skin. Okay, this I also really do like a lot as well. So I'm really happy about that. Oh yeah, look at that, is pretty. Oh yeah, look, you could tell. Oh my god, that's my favorite thing so far out of this whole thing that I'm trying. This, I totally recommend this this highlighter trio. Very, very nice. And this, I think, was like less than $5. It might have been, or between $6 and $4. But still not bad for what you get and the way it looks. This looks really nice compared to some of my other highlighters that I have in my collection. So yeah, I really do like this a lot. Like, look at that. It just brought life back to my skin. I really do love that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this I highly, highly, highly recommend getting. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to get a spoolie, if I can find one. Yes, I'm going to get the spoolie, clean up my eyebrows, and then I'm going to try. This you can get at Dollar Tree, but I did find this at Target. I think you could get it at Target and Walmart for $4. This is the e.l.f. Wow Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel, and I got mine in the shade Deep Brown. And like I said, it is under $5. I've never tried this before, so we are going to go ahead and try this out. But let me go ahead and clean up my eyebrows real quick. $5, this eyebrow gel is not bad at all. I really do like that. It's almost comparable to my NYX, the Thick It Stick It. So if you really wanted to try an eyebrow gel and not spend a lot of money, I highly recommend this. This actually looks really good on my eyebrows. I like. Okay, so now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to pop off camera real quick. I'm going to put one of these one of these extreme lasting eye pencil from Essence in my waterline. These are like $3, $3 or $4. I really do love these. These are my favorites. So I'm going to pop one of these in my waterline, and then I'm going to put this ColourPop lippy pencil in the shade BFF. You can get this. I think this is $1 over $5. So I'm going to just throw this on, and then we'll come right back, and I'm going to try a lip product, some eyelashes, and an eyelash glue, and a setting spray, and then we will talk about all the products, and we'll wrap up this video. Okay, so off camera, all I did was, like I said, I put this Essence Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade But First Espresso. It's just a brown, and I put it in my waterline. It kind of did get to the bottom, but all I did was get a pencil brush, not a pencil brush, a smudger brush like this, and I just fixed it, and it kind of like smoked it out. So highly recommend these. You can find at Ulta, CVS, some CVS's, and some Targets are now carrying them. So these I highly recommend. I really do like these. And then, like I said, I used the BFF pencil and I think just BFF. Yeah, BFF ColourPop. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put a Satin Crush lipstick in the shade Moroccan Spice, and it's from Believe Beauty. Just looks like this. I did overline my lips just a little bit too much, but that's okay. And then this is what the color looks like. Oh yeah, and I did forget to mention, I did go ahead and I threw the lightest shade of the highlighter in my inner corner and my brow bone. I really do like the way that looks. So let's go ahead and put the lipstick on. Oh yeah, that looks really nice. So I like this lipstick a lot. It doesn't feel dry on my lips whatsoever. So this I do enjoy. Now for eyelashes, I did find, these were so hard to find once upon a time. These are the Ioni lashes. You can find these at Dollar Tree, I believe. Yeah, Dollar Tree. A lot of these makeups I did find at Dollar General, but the eyelashes you could definitely find at Dollar Tree. And they're only like $1 or $2. So I did find 3 pairs. The pair that I'm going to use today is in the style Natural Light Wispy. And it just looks like this. And I did find the Ioni Everlasting Lash Glue. Just looks like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these off camera. Okay guys, eyelashes are on. I really do like the eyelashes. However, I do not like the Ioni glue. I think if you have just your regular normal glue that you use for your eyelashes, I recommend using that instead of this. But I do recommend the eyelashes. The eyelashes I really do like. So the last thing we have to do is spray, and this is the LA Color setting spray. It's set and helps extend makeup wear. Just looks like this. I did find this at Walmart. You can get LA Colors at Walmart now. Oh, and if you see my eyelashes popping off, don't worry, it's just the glue. I'm gonna fix it later. But yeah, so I found this at Walmart for under $5, which was pretty cool. I couldn't believe I found LA Colors there, because before you could find LA Colors at the Dollar Tree, or I think the 99-cent store it is. So I'm gonna shake it. I don't know if you're supposed to shake it, but I'm just gonna shake it and then I'm gonna spray. Okay, that was kind of aggressive. Let's see. Ooh. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that sprayed really aggressively. Okay, I don't know if I like that. And it's, yeah, I don't like that at all. My eyelash is coming off. Why? Just down a little bit longer eyelash. Hopefully you can't tell from way back there. If you can, I'm sorry. I'm gonna fix it, I promise. I just wanna, yeah, so that spray I would say pass, just because it's a little too aggressive. It was starting to leave splotches on my face. But if that ever happens to you, just get your sponge that you were using and just lightly tap it, and then it'll fix it. So boom, just like that. Okay, you guys, so this is the final look. What do we think? Overall, I really do like it. We did have some trouble, but let's go ahead and talk about all of the products. Let's start with the products that I absolutely love, all the way to the products that I didn't. So for starters, I love this highlighter trio. This was my favorite thing out of the whole video. I highly recommend picking this up. Like I said, this is under $6. I really like the way it looks. It left my skin glowing and not sitting on top of my cheeks. So this I highly recommend. The foundation I also really love a lot. My skin is actually looking really good right now, minus the eyelashes falling out, but it's okay. Then I also love the blush, the Gallivanter blush. It's the Major Monochrome Matte and Shimmer Duo Blush. Just looks like this. I would just use the whole thing, just swirl my brush all in it. And yeah, this just gave another really nice glow. So I like that. And then of course I love the powder. The lipstick, the satin lipstick, I really did enjoy. Again, this is in the shade Moroccan Spice. Really did like. The eyebrow gel, I do like this a lot. Like I said, you can find this at Walmart and Target for $4, so that is a really good steal. I really do like the way my eyebrows are looking. I'm actually going to take these eyelashes off because they are not staying on. Okay, sorry about that. My camera died. But I was talking about the eyelashes. I actually was able to fix them. I just put my own glue on. So yeah, I like the eyelashes. However, I don't like the eyelash glue. I think that go ahead and buy the eyelashes. Just use your own eyelash glue. This was not my favorite whatsoever. You had to use too much and my eyelashes weren't sticking. So, but the eyelashes I really did enjoy. And I also had to trim the ends just a tiny bit. And I also curled my eyelashes. And then once I had the false eyelashes on, I just went ahead and added some mascara. And you can find like Maybelline mascara, different name brands, not name brands, but like different drugstore brands at the Dollar Tree and the 99-cent store. So I just went ahead and threw some mascara on. I don't know if I mentioned I had curled my real lashes first. And then I really did enjoy the cream blushes. I want to find some other colors. I don't know if they had more colors or if these were the only colors that they had, but I really did enjoy that. Again, I do love the pencil for the waterline. This is from Essence. You can find this anywhere practically now for $3.99, I believe. So this I really did enjoy. Of course, ColourPop pencils are my favorite lippy pencils. The primer was okay. I mean, I'm not loving it nor hating it, so it's just personal preference. It was okay. The bronzer I did not like. I felt like you couldn't really see it on my skin. I really had to build it up, and even when I did build it up, you couldn't really tell. So that wasn't my favorite. The concealer and the eyeshadow primer were not my favorite, just because I had to keep on going in with the product to get more product. But as far as overall, It looks good. The concealer is settling just a tad bit underneath my eyes, but not bad, not like other concealers do. And the eyeshadow primer, I mean, my eyeshadow's not creasing yet, so that is a good sign. I will leave in the description box how this makeup wore, but like I said, they're just okay. Just the applicator is not my favorite. And then the eyeshadow palettes, not my favorite whatsoever. These I think were probably my least favorite. These were my least favorite, and then the bronzer would be next, and then the eyelash glue. So yeah, everything else was pretty good. And then, oh, the setting spray, this I did not like either. It just was too aggressive, and I don't know, I mean, my skin does look good, but it was just okay. I think if you're gonna get it, just be warned that it is an aggressive spray, so you're gonna have to go in with your sponge just to make sure you don't get no splotchy water marks on your face. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this full face of nothing over $5. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, to subscribe. And until the next video, I will see you guys next time. Bye.